Festival season, Ganpati tomorrow in Mumbai, then there is going to be Dussehra followed by Diwali, South Indian festival. So are we in for a good Ganpati, good Diwali, good Dussehra? Or this is going to be a distinctly different year. After 2 years of surprise, the base effect could kick in. Let's take that conversation forward with Kumar Rajagopalan, CEO Retailers Association of India, Nilesh Gupta, Vijay Sales. Gentlemen, good morning. Thank you both for joining us. Nilesh bhai, you've been quite vocal in telling our viewers ahead of every festival season as to what the demand outlook should be and how things are looking up. Last 2 years, the surprise has been on the upside. Are we in for a hat trick this year where demand will surprise us on the upside?
Good morning, Nikunj, and everybody else. I think we are in for a hat trick. This year should surprise us better than last year also. The hope is that. And it's not the only hope on which I'm saying. The basic reason being this time the summer was exceedingly good, mainly due to the extreme harsh weather conditions. But 15th August, which went by, was also one of the best 15th August which I have seen. So I think the consumers are there in the mood of buying. The manufacturers are prepared, the retailers are prepared. So let's hope for a bumper Diwali and make it a hat trick.
Right. Just want to get you in as well on the discussion, Kumar, because wanted to understand how the overall retail trends have panned out for July and August. I mean, of course, from tomorrow things would hopefully change with the onset of Ganesh Mahotsav. And I ask because most retails have been running some steep discounts.
Yeah, I think the normal buoyancy that comes in, the normal amount of positivity that comes in when discounts happen is not been the way it looks like as of now. We'll need to wait for the complete August figures, of course. But we've seen a trend that most of the retailers have not shown like-for-like growth for the last 6 months or so. Maybe because the 2022-23 was a great year for most retailers. It was good growth. Most of them recorded more than 20% growth. And that created a sense of expectancy. However, although overall the market has grown by about 3-4%, most of the retailers have recorded negative sales on a like-for-like basis. We are yet to understand where things will go for the festive season. We also think that some of the items may get some kind of a boost thanks to the festive season. We've seen that items like jewelry, etc., always has a good indication for how the festive season would go. The one good thing that's happened during this time is that the duty structure on gold has come down, and that increases the possibility of business for jewelry overall in the market, because that really ensures that at least people would not be wanting to run away because of a price difference between India and other markets. We've also seeing that people are wanting to come in and celebrate. There is a lot of social occasions that's happening. Hopefully that should give a rise to the amount of business that could happen for garments. The non-discretionary products have been doing decent growth. They've always been growing about 3 to 4%, but the discretionary products have come under some kind of a question mark so far. The food segment, especially the ready-to-eat segment, is, I think, to show growth. Also, the eating out and delivery to the houses has taken a bit of a beating in the last 2 months, and we hope that the restaurants will start doing better as the festive season picks up, because people would meet each other at various places. So we have to wait and watch.
When you say that you're hoping for a better demand, that hope is spinning in from some trend, or right now this is just an assumption? Nilesh bhai, when you say that you're hoping in for a hat trick, is this based on evidence of how July and August has been, how inquiries have been, or this is just a hope so far?
No. So basically, June and July for us was also a little muted, but it was not negative growth. We just were able to balance what we was. So we were a little skeptical what will happen this season. But the basic reason for my saying that we'll have a good season is the sales which we saw on 15th August and beyond. So August has been a reasonably good month, and that shows the indication of how it will go. And plus the inquiries level also, as you rightly said, is increasing. And in our consumer durables now, what has happened is mobile is taking a lot of share of wallet, and there are a lot of launches lined up for this season, which also should boost up the sales.
Okay, fair enough. Wanted to get in a view then from you as well, Mr. Rajagopalan, as to what the outlook is when it comes to retail sales, because you mentioned that that had been a little bit disappointing since the start of the fiscal. What are some of the factors that are causing this slowdown?
I think 2, 3 things. One is that the people in the bottom of the pyramid, the lower middle class and below, have not been really coming out and shopping so much after the impact of inflation immediately after COVID. And that is making them really hesitate to come out and shop. And we hope that they get to start thinking that it is life as usual. They should be able to kind of come in and shop for whatever it is that they want, with some amount of expectation that going forward things will be better, because it's about sentiments. The second line, which is the middle class segment, I've kind of hesitated because they've bought a lot of capital items. They are still paying their EMIs, etc. And because they bought new houses or they bought new vehicles, and that's impacting them. And I believe that some parts of the aspiring middle class have also gone ahead and started doing some kind of investments and trading, etc. We are seeing larger than numbers as far as the share market is concerned. So there are various places where they are actually putting their money currently, and not necessarily in the discretionary kind of items. People have also been going out and spent money there, because immediately after COVID, and even as much as 3 to 4 months before, people were spending a lot of money on travel, and that's possibly put a dent on their pockets. As far as the upper middle class is concerned and the rich are concerned, I think they're out there shopping. So that's never been a problem. We are seeing that the big brands which serve that segment of the population have been doing quite okay.
Right. And also wanted to understand, how the early festive season markers are right now, and which categories you think may actually experience a spur in demand or already have begun to.
Ideally, the sectors that really start showing growth would be restaurants, because that's the initial indicator. And then because people have started going and meeting each other and spending outside with a sense of nice feeling because of the festive season. We'd also think that people will start buying gold, and now we'll have to wait for the real August figures to come to see if jewelry is really grown. And then, of course, it's all the festive garments, etc. Then start really doing very well. So this is the normal trend. Retailers are also slightly wary of stocking themselves too much. So my guess is, in some cases, some of the retailers may start thinking that it's worthwhile letting go of some sales rather than to stock themselves up too much in anticipation of sales and landing up into a situation of overstock. Somehow, many of the retailers have been able to clear off whatever stocks they had, but it's still not as if they are in very great shape, because it's not as if the discount sales have really done too much for them. So we really have to see where it goes. Retailers who've done new items, who've done innovations, are doing really good, or creating new value for customers, are doing well. So if there is value being provided specifically, that's done well. Also, we've seen that most of the retailers are now on an omni-channel journey. They are telling their customers, I'm available online as well as offline. Online business has been growing, but not at the same rate as what was the growth, say, last year, because online businesses was growing at 30-40%. Now it's not the same. So it's not as if all the business is getting shifted from offline to online. I think overall there is a bit of a question mark, and we'll have to see at what point of time will customers believe that things are looking good and would want to come in and spend in the market.
Okay. Nilesh bhai, in terms of category, do you see Indian consumer uptrading this festival season, or it is just going to be the same spend, little bit here or there?
No, there is definitely upgrade which is happening, and this trend we have been seeing post COVID, and the trend continues. People want to buy more expensive products, better products. So it's not only in the, like if you go in television, it's not only the upgrade to the size, but they also want to upgrade to technology. So a lot of people want to buy OLED televisions, In the phones, we have seen the number of consumers who are willing to buy more than 1 lakh. The foldables and the flips is increasing multifold. Every month, we are seeing a growth in that. Even in appliances, large appliances, we are seeing people buying larger capacities, washing machines of 9 kgs, 10 kgs, refrigerators, 450, 500 plus, side-by-sides are growing the maximum. So in fact, if we see a growth, the growth is not happening in the entry-level price point, but where the growth is coming is all in premium and above the normal sizes. So upgrade is the mantra, and I think even the brands are pushing for the upgrade, because what we are seeing is the better offers of EMIs, low down payment and a longer tenor offers of the EMIs are coming more in the premium products. So I think in a nutshell, consumer is interested in buying premium. The brands and the retailers are facilitating that purchase, and it's going up.
Thank you so much for taking time out, Mr. Rajagopalan, as well as Mr. Gupta, and giving us an overall view as to what the outlook is for the festive season for retailers.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.